Hey guys, how are we doing today? So, I've been asked a lot of questions about like what kind of computer do I use and stuff like that when I do uploading or even maybe when I do streaming. So, I wanted to just make a quick little vlog for you guys to see and give you guys a better understanding of what I use daily and just give you guys some of the specs I have for the computer. So right now it is a AMD Ryzen 5 3600 series 6-core processor, which runs at 3.6 gigahertz. What that means is that's how fast it can process multiple things at one time. So right now I have 64 gigs of RAM installed, and the kind I am using for this computer is called the Dominator Corsair, and it's a RGB kind of style, so it kind of changes colors as it's going through. And right now I have a Radeon AMD 6500 4GB, so it's only about a 1080p style on when it does graphics and such, so that's all it does for that part. I have a MSI kind of Pro, I think it's called MSI Pro motherboard, and with it I have also a 4TB external hard drive, a 500 gig SSD installed on the actual motherboard, and then a 250 gig SSD installed on the back of the computer. So I'm just going to give you guys the specs of all my computer right now, just to give you guys an idea of what it's doing right now. Okay, so sorry if the camera moves just a little bit. So I'm just going to turn the camera for a second. Let's see if I can get this in here. So let's see, that's the Ryzen 5 64 gig, and it's a 64-bit operating system with the Windows 11. Is it Windows 11? Yeah, it's Windows 11, so it's the newer updated version, and that's all that stuff. It was from iBuyPower, which it is what it is. So that's what the computer is looking like right now. And I'm just going to take off the front panel so you guys can see some stuff in there, okay? So bear with me for just a second. Don't worry, this ain't going to hurt nothing, I promise. Alright, let's take that off, set it to the side. Alright. As you can see, the fan is spinning, so that's my RAM right there, Dominator, and it is like a white color. I know it's hard to see, but that's it right there. Those are the RGB fans I have. Okay, that's another RGB. There's the AMD Radeon 6500 series, and then there's the motherboard. You can't see it hardly, but the name is right there, MSI. So that gives you guys a perspective on my gaming computer and vlog and all that kind of stuff. So with that being said, there is always room for improvements, of course. Later down the road when there's time or even money. I mean, you gotta do things with money, so there's always that point. When it comes to that part, it's going to be a little while later. But right now it's doing what it's supposed to do. I mean, the only thing I can think of right now that I want to update that needs it right now is probably the processor. Right now it's having a hard time running multiple things, even though it is newer, but that's okay. And the AMD Radeon graphics card is not the greatest. After hearing a whole bunch of reviews on it and stuff like that, it is one of the lowest graded ones that AMD can produce. It's literally like the basic model. So, with that being said, there's always room for improvement. There's always new ones coming out, and ones that people are using now will decrease in price. So, I can even show you guys, let me look it up real quick and I'll give you guys a better idea of how much a graphics card that a lot of people use now is worth. So let's go to my normal computer components shop, and I'll give you guys an idea of how much it costs for a good graphics card. So if we go over to, let's see, what's a good brand? let's go with price point. That way it's a little easier to give an idea. So there's even some for $5,000. So that gives you a perspective on how expensive these are. So they have one right now. It's an Asus ROG GeForce RTX 2080 Ti 11 gig. I know that doesn't mean anything to you guys, but right now it's on their website. I'm on Newegg.com. If you guys never heard of it, it's a gaming, well, it's not just a gaming, but it's like an electronics, kind of like Best Buy on the web kind of thing. But right now it's for $6,300. So that gives you guys a perspective of how much these guys are spending just for this kind of stuff. You know, the one I want to get that will be later on down the road, not now, but later on. Let's see, it was in the price range. I think this one. Let's try that and see what that gives me. Yep. Okay, there it is, right there. So the one that gives a good graphics look, it'll give you, let me see what kind of graphics it gives. Specs, there we go. So the name of the graphics card is a GeForce RTX 3080 Ti, and the brand or manufacturer or whatever is NVIDIA. So that's one of the brands that comes up, and it has a 12 gig storage, and it can do a, I think it can do 1440p, if I'm not mistaken, 1440p, which is basically 4K. Basically, you won't have any problems processing things or anything like that. So, and that's like I said, for 1200, was it 1200? Yeah, 1265. So that just gives you guys an idea of how gaming is, you know. And if you were to buy like an already made system, basically you're looking in that kind of ballpark too. So let's just give an idea. Gaming, PC, gaming desktops. Okay, so let's just go with a Ryzen 7 series, just to give you guys an idea of how much something like that is. So let's go with this guy right here. So right now it has a AMD Ryzen 7 3700 series, 32 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of a SSD, 3 terabyte hard drive, a NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060, which is not as good as the one I showed you guys, and it has one USB 3.1 and 5 USB 3.0s, one HDMI, and it comes in a Windows 10 Pro. And on here you can change the specs, so I'll just give you guys a look on that real quick. So you can look right there, and it changes. You can change it from 32 gigs to 64, and they're out of 128. You can also get it in 512, 1 terabyte, and 2 terabytes. 4 terabytes is out. 1 terabyte, 2 terabytes, 3 terabytes, 6 terabytes. Honestly, if you need 6 terabytes, you're going to be a lot of gaming. I'm just saying that in that kind of set. So, without further ado, that is all my computer stuff. For a generic setup, this is my computer gaming setup. It has 2 monitors. There's my mouse, or my keyboard and mouse. My mic. My webcam. Some speakers. They're on the side, unfortunately. When I'm in a game that actually requires a controller, that's the one I use. I got this, I think, off of Amazon, I think. I just paid like 12 bucks or something like that. It wasn't too bad. Works pretty good. Cool RGB. And I love how my keyboard and mouse match color sequence. So, that just gives you guys an idea of what kind of computer gaming is like. So when people, I've had asked, I don't know, like maybe a few people have asked what it's like or what kind of system I have. So that gives you guys an idea of what it is. Don't forget to leave a comment down below if you guys want to ask any more questions about my system or any other questions you guys might have. Feel free to just ask whatever you guys want to ask, and I'll be sure to answer anything you want. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for me and hit the like on this video if you thought it was a cool video to watch. Thumbs up. And there's something else I wanted to show you guys just real quick while I have a minute. Okay, I'm gonna take you to the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel. Okay, so this is my YouTube channel. We're up to 20 subscribers, and there's the channel name. There's all the videos and stuff like that, and there's the ones that are the most popular videos. So you have Life in Huntsville, this one. They're all just through there, right? Okay. So, and I know I keep saying this in every vlog, but without you guys' support, none of this would happen, you know. And I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for being there and always helping me and making this even possible. But I want to issue a challenge, and this is not going to happen if we don't work together, okay? I want to at least try and reach 50 subscribers by the end of this year. I know I set a weird goal of like 500. That is not doable. It may be, it may not be, I don't know. There's always a chance for anything, but 50 subscribers is a good goal to reach for just a channel trying to start out. You know, you have people that do a whole bunch of like spontaneous videos or do some crazy stuff. Me, I like to keep it simple and keep it real. Maybe I might come up with some ideas in the future about like maybe some cool like stories maybe to come up with. Maybe Andrew and I can come up with something like that. And if you guys haven't, you know, checked out our Facebook page, that's where a lot of stuff I'll be posting about like new ideas, new videos maybe, or anything like that, new ideas, whatever. So don't forget to go over to the Facebook page, same name, Space Rockets, all caps. Send an invite, or not an invite, but send a request to join the group, and I'll be happy to allow you to join us. That way you can be a part of everything, get early notices and stuff like that. So thank you guys again. And when I was saying about getting us to 50, it doesn't work if we're not all working together to get it to that point. You know, we always got to do what we can to make things work, and I'm not, you know, going down that road to make any changes or anything, but there's a few ideas in mind I've come up with to change it up a little bit, and there's some things that are going to be changing in my life, and I hope that I have support and everything else from you guys. So I want to thank you guys again for everything you guys do for me. You guys are there, you guys take the time out of your day to watch a video that may be very boring, and I do apologize. Things are a little hectic right now. You know, way things are. I mean, COVID is starting to make a little trail back, some of it. So we got to keep an eye out for that kind of stuff. But without your guys' help, none of this would have happened. And I want to thank you guys from each and every one of you. And I want to thank Andrew and my family for being there and supporting me through everything we've done. This is a little more serious half and the more fun half. So thank you guys so much. And like again I said, please share this with people. Get more people involved. Get us up to that 50 mark. Once we hit that 50, it'll be a lot easier, because then we'll have people that are just going around saying, hey man, you gotta check this guy out, he's actually straightforward, he just tells you how it is and stuff like that. So there's that, and I want to thank you guys again. So like I said, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. If you guys have any questions, just feel free to ask. DM me on Facebook. You can look me up. My Facebook, you want to ask me personally, by all means, sure, go ahead. I'm here. I'm always able to answer a question if you guys want. My Facebook, my actual Facebook is Zachary, ZACHARY Partlow, Partlow. So you guys want to look me up, send a friend request, or even just follow me on the Facebook page for Space Rockets. I'll be happy to answer any questions you guys have. And thank you guys so much. And don't forget, peace.